So 2 down. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's.
Lawrence Butler.
Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Leading off for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Fouled off left side. Here comes the 0-1. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Soderstrom on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Win.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. 1 down.
Batting ninth, the second baseman, Andy.
First and second here, no outs.
The catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. She leaves the yard to right for second of the year, and they tie it up. It's 3-3. She only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, she made him pay.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Line shot into the gap, should score at least one. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. The second run scores. It's a 2-run double, and they lead by 2.
Well, this game is tied no more. Big time swing of the bat to drive in 2. As a hitter, there's not a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're at the top half of the 6th. In the dirt. This one in the air. Muncy under it. And there's one down.
Up next for the Angels, the second baseman, Oswald Peraza.
One out. Runner at second. Oswald Peraza will hit next. Strawberry, the runner at second with one away. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Base hit into the outfield.
Up next for the Angels, the third baseman, number 4, Christian.
Down the third baseman, Christian Moore.
Well, the way these two teams have battled in this game, you know you need more. Got to continue to add runs if you're going to get out of here with a win.
And that'll load the bases.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Kyren Paris, the next to hit for the Angels.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really gotten himself into a mess out there and now forces home a run with the wall. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
Nick Kurtz up next for the A's. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. That is the inning. And the A's are gone in order. Not what they were looking for. It's 10-3. Number 33 starts it off with a lead. Looking to play add-on, not just maintenance, Singy.
Yeah, partner, when you've got momentum, you ride it.
Hard hit, right side.
Dig.
Kurtz takes it himself. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Angels, the designated hitter, Jorge Soler.
Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels. She's already homered in this game.
Strawberry.
Plenty of offense in this one, Singy. I guess you'd say kind of what we expected, though.
Well, this was a game, looking at the pitching matchup, where you...
And it gets by him.
Up next for the Angels.
We know you got to watch the ball all the way into the glove. I think he just tried to be too quick right there and skip the first step of the process. I'm sure he's in disbelief at what just happened, more so than anyone else.
And next is the designated hitter, Jorge Soler. Strawberry at first, 1 gone. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Kurtz. He takes it on his own. No chance at the double play with the runner in motion.
Up next for the Angels, the second baseman,
Oswald Peraza digs in now.
No matter what, when you're playing this kind of rival, take your game to another level.
Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt him. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, 6 coming up. Angels out in front, 11-3. This is Angels baseball on the show, LA. Strawberry really stood out in this win.
Well, they may want to change how they approach her next time, because she was just incredible in this one. She looked like a threat every time she came up.
Welcome to Sutter Health Park in Sacramento, home of the Athletics. We've got Father's Day baseball. It's the Los Angeles Angels going up against the Athletics. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. It's sweep day, Singy, at least for one side, and it would be of the 4-game variety.
In the 4th game of a series, there is nowhere to hide, no secrets. As dominant as they've been through the first 3 games, you expect that to continue today.
1 down. Here's the catcher, Sunshine Strawberry. Coming off a big game last night with 5 runs driven in. Liner snagged at first.
They couldn't have asked for a better out. Makes a great play on the line drive, and they keep the runner at first. Just like that, they're almost out of the inning.
Lawrence Butler now at the plate.
Number 4, Lawrence Butler.
The 0-1. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's one down.
Batting 7th, third baseman number 2.
Back at the ballpark. And in this series, it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers.
Strawberry.
Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there. And boom goes the dynamite. A shot to the opposite field. Third home run of the season. And they inch closer. It's 4-2. Christie's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and she's got her timing locked in. She's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Two gone. The possible go-ahead run at first.
Sunshine.
Strawberry went deep in her most recent game. Laser could be trouble. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead.
Big swing of the bat right there to give them the lead. That was clutch. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, she wasn't fooled at all.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Oswald Peraza, the next to hit for the Angels. Runner at second. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And they hold her at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
The first baseman.
I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Nolan Shanuel, the next to hit. Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt, fires to third, but she's back. High fly ball lifted into near right field. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. Angels out in front, 5-4. This is Angels baseball on the show, LA. So bases all loaded up. And now a chance for Shea Langoliers.
Well, look out here. He's going to come up ready to swing in this situation.
All loaded up. Dangerous hitter at the plate. Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. Out towards right center field. Frazier moving under this one. And that will end the inning. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. 8th inning coming up. We're all tied up 5-5. And next for the Angels, Sunshine Strawberry. She's already homered in this game.
Strawberry.
That one ripped right center field. That's got a chance. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. Another homer. Her second home run of the game, and they tack one on the board. It's 7-5.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it. Get as many high fives as possible. Man, this player's a ball of energy right now and having the game of her life.
So 2 down. Next to hit, Daryl Hernandez.
Number 2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out. They'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. Nothing doing there for the A's. They're down 2, 7-5. Strawberry was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. 2 homers on the day.
Well, they may want to change how they approach her next time because she was just incredible in this one. She looked like a threat every time she came up.
Live from Gene Autry Way, welcome to Angels Stadium. We've got a perfect night for baseball on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing on all cylinders right now, and to me, the important thing is that they're doing the little things well. They're not just relying on home runs or big plays every game. They're playing good situational baseball, executing in key areas, and that's how you string together wins. So we'll see if they continue that in this one.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Tyler O'Neill getting ready to hit. Traffic on the bases with 3 already across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. In the air, left field. Brings it in. Runner tagging from third. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning.
Always exciting when there's a play at the plate and potential inning ender. Great throw by the outfielder, but awesome as well by the catcher. That's a nice play all around.
One down. Sunshine Strawberry, the next to hit for the Angels. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as she had 3 hits. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard now with 1 away.
Had a swing right there.
Batting 6.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Soler with a homer in his last game. Runner on the move. Line drive to short and caught. Throw behind the runner. They've got her doubled off. It's the Orioles 3 and the Angels nothing. Man at first. Here's Ryan Mountcastle.
Number 6, Ryan Mountcastle.
Runner takes off. Pitch inside. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Strawberry stepping in now. Runners out there and a chance to chip away.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a bomb. Just needs to find some outfield grass, Boog. Keep the pressure on.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two on, one out. Foul ball. The 0-2. That's ripped into the outfield. 2 down.
Up next for the Angels.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Soler. Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field. That's back. Holy Toledo! She blasts one out to right, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1.
That swing just injected more drama into this one. She's so good at getting her arms extended, and that's exactly what she did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but she doesn't allow her wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
Strawberry digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines.
In the air, right field. O'Neill gets under it. That is the inning. Angels strand a couple, and this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back in Anaheim, all set to start the ninth in this one. Dylan Beavers digs in now. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, Jackson Holliday.
Strawberry was a real bright spot despite the loss. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer.
They may want to change how they approach her next time because she was just incredible in this one. She looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
Here's the Angels catcher, Sunshine Strawberry. 1 run batted in yesterday, their only run of the game. And that one hammered, carrying well. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy. It's a home run. She'll take a jog around the bases. And they boost their lead. It's 2-0. So the streak stays alive. Her 4th straight game with a home run.
Boog, that's like a cycle of home runs, and I know how much you love the cycle. She's absolutely punishing mistakes right now she can't miss.
Boog, I wasn't sure she hit that one as hard as she needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Stepping in, Jackson Holliday.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect label over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to
run around the move. That's in for a strike. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Hit hard, base hit. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Well, clearly she was ready to hit right there. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
Christian Moore will hit next. Here's the pitch. Runner goes in the dirt. And there's no throw. She's in there at second with a stolen base. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. Holy Toledo. He sends a rocket to left. His 4th home run of the season. And they add to the lead. It's 4-1.
Sometimes too much velocity will cause a pitcher to throw through the sink, and that means that there's more four-seam action than there is sink, and that can turn into a really good pitch to hit. Well, we saw it right there. Didn't miss a stitch on that baseball. He's got himself a home run.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Stretches out and hauls it in. Orioles held in check there, and they trail it 4-1. First and second with one gone.
The catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Strawberry matched a homer in her last game. Nobody on her team has a better batting average than she does, Siggy. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Diving, makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
Man at first with 1 gone. Jordan Westberg now at the plate. And this one squirts away from the catcher. The throw into second, but he's in there easily. And now a man into scoring position.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
And it's second. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Ward around third. In comes the run from second. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for two. So up next, Sunshine Strawberry. She launched the solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for this team early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Line to left. And there are two outs.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Rich Jazz.
Orioles an
Up next
out
for the
away.
the white
Leody
fielder,
Taveras getting ready to hit.
Taveras.
One strike away. Now a drag bunt, third base side. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
Strawberry really stood out in this win. Collected a couple of hits. One of them left the yard.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time she came up. When a player is locked in like she was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Coming to you live from Southern California. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Sunshine Strawberry riding a power surge coming into this one, Chris. She's homered in 4 straight games.
She is managing to find pitches that she can barrel up and do damage with, and really that's the key for her. As long as she can get the bat to it, because she's so strong, there's a good chance that it leaves the ballpark.
So 2 down, and now the DH, Pete Alonso. Bunting for a hit. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
We all know that first inning can be a critical one in terms of guys settling in and the tone being set for the game. So this isn't what you're looking for on defense. 2-out errors are a lot like 2-out walks, but maybe even worse because your pitcher did his job to get what should have been the last out of that inning.
Strawberry in the box as she fouls off the first pitch. In the air to left center. Beavers on the move. He's got it. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Jorge.
That was a great run to make the catch, Singy. We got to take another look at it with StatCast.
Yeah, he saw it perfectly off the bat. Reactions were excellent. Took a very direct route to the ball, and more than 100 feet later, he ran it down. I just love seeing that.
Here's Ryan
Up next for the
Mountcastle.
Orioles, the first baseman, number 6, Ryan.
First and second, 2 down. Here in the rubber match of this 3-game series. That's a laser base hit. Alonso is waved home. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs and a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Up next for the Angels, the catcher, number 33, Sunshine Strawberry.
Laced down the line. Took the extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of her stick.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Runner at second. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit! Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with 1 out.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Kind of your classic jam shot blooper right there. Made a good pitch on the inside. Gotten to hit it off the handle, but he still muscled it out there. You just have to tip your cap on the mound.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. It's there, and that's a great play. So up next Dylan Beavers.
The center fielder,
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Swing, and he popped it up. 2 away.
Up next for the Orioles, the right fielder, number 9, Tyler O'Neill.
Strawberry steps in. Pitcher's been gliding through this lineup, barely breaking a sweat.
Yeah, it's time to put the brakes on that cruise control. Just have to stay patient, wait for a pitch in the zone, and drive it.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. She swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's got a chance. That's down. One hops off the wall. In with the double, and the go-ahead runs at second with 2 out. Well, Singy, she is locked in there.
She's really slowed the game down, and it's like she's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that she squared up that baseball tells me that she is seeing it like a beach ball.
So digging in, Jorge Soler, 1 for 2. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Runner on second, 2 down.
Ball, that's outside.
And
That's
another ball. Oswald Peraza in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Three-0 down. And that clips the inside corner. Batter challenges in a very big spot. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges. Oswald Peraza digs in now.
The first baseman, number 17, Oswald Peraza.
Hit on the ground to the right side. Guys, but it's off his glove. He decides to hold on to it, and everyone's safe. The bases are loaded.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. So impressive that he was able to fight off that fastball up and in like that. I mean, he really let it get deep on him as well. That's great bat control.
This ball's chopped to the ground. Holiday tosses to first, out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. Nice work from the Baltimore pen there. We're through 6 full. All tied 1-1. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And that is that. Orioles held in check there. Score remains tied 1-1. Strawberry digging in. They've got the lead, but here's another chance to set the tone.
Yeah, but one good swing and suddenly they add to the margin. Every run counts as this game moves along.
That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
The designated hitter, Jorge.
Strawberry with some solid production in the win.
I really like how she looked in this one. She consistently came to the plate with a solid plan, and it showed in the results. Nice job.